Betrio Abusia and Eda Adofua ya yewofa etwa na ni hwe dan na wotweda won mo baaye baba chichire enwere ye ni ankasa ye president His Excellency Nana Adodankwa na Vice President Baumia wo mu nyina baaye eni adofo afiri mia baaye eda na yehu yie sampa se ye wofai na ye nanan nipa won ho do oni e baaye besensan krata e wo fie ebe chichire busia ene kunafo ne ema awire ye da wo mu nyina se yenimie se echina ye kope no krabre yi se di omsi bebo a ebe pepa ye ni ase ni suo no wonu be ba be kan ho biewo na ya kra na chi kra ye da mase sie eni kaja eni asida urade enkam ho na de mo hwere wo ye ofa na wo tweda ne na yim nyina no urade ensa enhyam ye da mase ensa da amen.
Akenten Appiah-Menkah was born on July 3, 1934, to Eno Akosua Bosno as her fifth child in the village of Abuabuja, Ashanti, Ghana. His father, Ochiamiam Ponsaidia, linguist of Ofinso Paramount Chief, had died 4 months before Akenten's birth. He started his primary education at Amuako Methodist, but later enrolled at King Council Catholic Primary School. Through the efforts of his uncle Appiah, the chief of Abuabuja, and one Mr. J.B. Arthur, a Methodist school was established at Abuabuja that same year, and Akenten was enrolled in Abuabuja Methodist School, where he successfully completed in 1949. In 1950, he got admission at the Zion College of West Africa at Anlaga in the Volta region, then the British Togoland. After a term, he left and continued at Ebuaka State College, Abusko, in Chebi, where he eventually completed with a second class in the Cambridge School Certificate exam in 1953. Since there was no automatic entry to the sixth form advanced level at that time, he had to sit for another exam and finally got admitted and enrolled at Adisadel College, Cape Coast in 1954. Akenten was a courageous and self-motivated man who resolved to break the jinx of poverty in his family. So he risked his life stowing away in a French cargo ship called Banfora from Takrady to Europe in 1954, where he enrolled at the Northwestern Polytechnic in Kentish Town, United Kingdom, for his A-level matriculation certificate course. As a man of vision with determination to achieve success, Akenten was admitted to study law at the University of Manchester and successfully graduated in June 1959. He went on to sit for his bar exams at the Lincoln's Inn and passed. He returned to Ghana in 1960. While in Ghana, he went under the pupillage of NYB Adade at Hesianum Chambers, Kumasi, until 1962, when he and lawyer Frifa formed a Frifa and Appiah-Menkah law firm, also known as Ofinso Kwabri Chambers in Kumasi. Appiah-Menkah showed signs of nationalistic tendencies and passionate support for the cause of African emancipation and liberation movement that had been spiked by Dr. Nkrumah way before he left Ghana for England. He was filled with African liberation sentiments that had engaged the political consciousness of the leaders at that time, and thought the time had come for the up-and-coming Ghanaian intellectuals to join the bandwagon of Ghana's total development. This explained why he joined CPP, the party of the ruling government. But after 2 years with the CPP, he found the CPP ideology was not in tandem with his core political beliefs. He therefore left the CPP to join the Dankwa Dambo Buzia tradition and played no mean a role towards the fortunes of the party. Between 1960 and 1969, he worked as a private legal practitioner. He was also engaged in the publication of Ghana Pictorial, a monthly magazine which was later banned by the CPP government because of the publication of an article which preferred Ethiopia as OAU headquarters to Ghana. Appiah-Menkah, as an entrepreneur, acquired a 600-acre land at Okrofum near Obuasi in Adansi and commenced oil palm plantation in 1968. In 1977, Appiah-Menkah Complex AMC also came into being and manufactured Apino soup and King soup. In 1969, he enrolled into politics and joined the Progressive Party and became a member of its government in the Second Republic. Between 1970 and 1972, he held 2 ministerial positions: Deputy Minister for Trade, Industry and Tourism, as well as Deputy Minister for Justice and Attorney General. 26 months after the government was toppled by the military led by Colonel Appiah-Menkah, Akenten suffered unduly for his role towards good governance, rule of law, and the safeguarding and uplifting of entrepreneurship. His efforts were unfortunately hampered at various times, as he was rolled into imprisonment 5 times for his uncompromising stand against dictatorship, culture of silence, and all sorts of human rights abuse. Appiah-Menkah loved tradition. He never played low on his traditional duty as crier in Sanier in the court of the Asantehene. He diligently rendered loyal service to the Golden Stool. He will be sorely missed for his brilliant performance and success in defending renowned and successful entrepreneurs who appeared before commissions of inquiry. To sum up, it was his desire to see industry and private businesses thrive in this country and Africa. His goal was to sensitize the Ghanaian middle-class entrepreneurs to strive to achieve economic independence and empowerment that would ensure Africa's breakthrough from the perennial economic downturn. His hope was that the emergence of successful and strong private sector will bring to an end dictatorial tendencies of the African political leaders. By way of emphasis, the late Akenten Appiah-Menkah, like many others, cherished multi-party democratic good governance, rule of law, respect for human rights, transparency and accountability in the operations of government and national institutions. Akenten Appiah-Menkah was the chairman of the Council of Elders of the New Patriotic Party (NPP) in the Ashanti region. He will forever be remembered for his insightful and revealing literacy that attacks the ills of society, while at the same time preferring ideas for solutions. For instance, in his book, The River in the Sea, he tells of his life's personal story as well as his local politics. He left behind a wife, Mrs. Rosamond Appiah-Menkah, and 13 children.
The minimum for me and who is a penny pay papa. Was here in the Patricia. I feel we are down for pa. And a moment, a jumu, a decay, we a brand for a can, yes, a lawyer. Lawyer no more, not the didn't bar. You know, I remember yeah, it's a politician. Now we do more papa or NPP. When we I mean, said, and I be catching them. The name no so NPP. After actually, over here will be a now, near my. Yeah, but one for so say Apino soup seminar or your home Medi Bipa, yeah, home bound for so Edinburgh Ghana Mahina. And the new fan of whom you will be a kind of correct 1 pair CC and 1 pair and die. Where you will be a now said the medical Nakano. Wedding who question may be more. Papa will be fat, say, or be fast, so I actually say, Sharp Kurono, who on fast what the man I pay bomb ni bia say obetimi ediso why do baby on cry me the NPP breast no no or your politician kasiye wo hono you say your man media kra wo abanu mo ananka media kra ananka metimi kam kebile bi ya kanam pise kianya attorney general kra you say ngeni munume yi na no ati ene wa kan kra soso
Appiah-Menkah de nyamienim ofiri mama asem aya asantema ija nkanka MPP party na wo asantema mu ano if you say emri bi by naka Council of Elders mpanimfu a omoda ekue ya no na won kranko a ne nsusuye na ode baaye say adentina de bia wo sa asem esi a ekodi ni won kranko a nti yanchichim na ebi mra asantema mu na yenyi mpanimfu a omo so sasem ba ombetimi atena kumasi ya ni aka ni yede ano iyi no akonkran ampa omko kan no eto aso enti ni fie no na adane court se obia wo team sisi anim se de na Appiah-Menkah ositie part ne didi no se uye bibi ewo part nim ne yede ko fie osi ekodi asam ana yeko kasam no ne se wo gina mu se bia mempene a na Appiah-Menkah timi ka cho se party no eso sen wa krokro no a ugina ho no party no ye wo mrapon wa yidi so ndi se wugitum se wuntimi ni ne se wo na ye ka na asema ye die ye pese ye ka kro no ye the constitution e ka se wuntimi ni eso a ene na jai ekuo no ne fa party to office party no eso chen wo nipa ba akofo no.
It's been a great loss to all of us, Ghanaians in general. In point of fact, the Ashantis would have had the biggest loss. He, among all educated Ashantis, chose to spend the best part of his life in Kumasi. As you know, most of us work with government or took to politics, but our politics was then in Accra. But he was the one Ghanaian who decided that he would establish himself in Kumasi for both his profession as a lawyer and also for the whatever politics he wanted to play. And so he's what I may call, he was in a class of its own, not copying people this way or that way. I think that is where a lot of us are going to feel that we've lost someone. And I do extend my condolences not only to the family, but to all of us, particularly the members of the New Patriotic Party. We've lost the most.
The master is gone. We know how solid he was, politically, business-wise. He was a philanthropist, a good one and serious one at that. He saw somebody suffering, he couldn't take it. There was a couple in business, in restaurant business. They lost the site they were operating from. He went to them and told them they could take his building, which was at Asokwa residential area, convert it to a restaurant and run it. They ran it for 4 years. He did not ask them for a peswa in rent. That's how good and kind that he was. He paid so many people's bills and all that. This you can't forget a man like that. You know, you see the strong Appiah-Menkah outside, but inside he had a very soft heart. And I pray that the good Lord will look at these things and give him a very fitting place in his kingdom. He's made an impact in the society. With time, people will get to know the various things. When you're a good strategist, people cannot really assess it. It's an intangible gift. And when you work closely with him and you plan strategies and you counter and he argues against yours, you argue against his, at the end of the day, you come up with a golden plan. That I'll miss because, you know, I won't have somebody like his quality that I can sit, think, argue, counter, and then you come up with solid things, even on security matters. You know, his talents went from one area of end of the spectrum to the other. And you cannot just cut him and jacket him in a particular kind of place. He was versatile. He covered a whole lot of ground, you know, from his business skills, from his guts, from his wisdom, from his politics, his philanthropic nature. First class lawyer. When I met him, he was a lawyer with mustache and sideburns, and I didn't like him. I thought he was arrogant. He talked a lot and all that. And at that time, his brother-in-law was my classmate. We'll see him, and I thought he was arrogant till I got closer. I got closer, and I thought he had a lot inside him. He didn't have time to waste anywhere. He was always moving very fast, very strong, very robust man at the time. First class lawyer, very well known, used lots of wisdom together with the law. And I know a lot of cases he won solidly with using common sense.
Mr. Appiah-Menkah wu no. Asam kese pa na ato MPP for omo Ashanti region. Grongafo ene Ghana ha nyina. Wahye bi ama yekuri. Na wi ase obi ene ho be chine board. Twedi ampo Nyankopon no ana de ma. Nti ono ana ofa. Nti ebasa no a na odanyame ase se wode no efem yen aye wa Ashanti. Me hu no meti Appiah-Menkah ho asem in 1969. Hopper and himself started the politics. No, a member of the Constituent Assembly on the drafted 1969 Constitution. A free honor or call elections or a Fija Kwabre, and a Fija Kwabre, no, a such a present day Kwabre East and Kwabre West. A Kwa could do such a Dumasi, then the Mampon North and the Boshire. Election primaries no when you know Lucy or the third. When the first, when the second, or the third. Nanso a number so a true Democrat. Kabima min can be a memo no gidinti, one paba. The OD first no, or Boano Copem said, I was MCA, Nipacono D first no Konya accident. I feel the constituents no, almost a boa, almost yes, or no more penal as almost MP. Oh, baby, you free when he first told, so one a bay MP. Said we are seeing in Kofoka. Yes, say man proposes by Yankopon, the Yankopon pay, and the Yako, and to be a member of parliament. Where ye additional dear Cassia as a up and coming politician, or we are so MPP, Wusia. So Lucy Leshina, then it's over put Tiaka, no, Ubeka dying, Ubeko court, and more party, no, Ujato, to was no war. Carol, no, I could talk of for lawyer. Or one a busy friend is home, no, be a member of parliament. Or call parliament, no, conquer, no, a man appointment. Or be a ministerial secretary for the Ministry of Trade, and a year reshovel, a Nico Minister of Justice and Attorney General Department. More will be an 1972 Kubai. The Kubai and catch them said, or cow one white, a champion detaining woman. Or the come you almost last. Edi kan yi da rocha and san on we be no. O se a champion yi no na so ka che ne se wo santifosi ma menyu. Pe se ma ban ni ye a me ma wonam mo. For so no da mu che esna obi a. Wampa ba se ko senka di ohunu ko ohunu bi. Nanso ye ba 1979 hopa na me hu no. Ye te Popular Front Party. Samre na me go university final year. Nti ye join ye te Popular Youth Association. Eho na me ni Mr. Appiah-Menkah issue in politics. Ejuma wo ye enya no bi nie. Saa time na ejuma ye pa pino. Sepoya fo ye ko ba bi a che ma ya pino semina ye koton. And sana ska benya no e dia fund activity. Obo aye pa so mo beka ye 1979 there was a second round. One no years we negotiate with the UNC. Said the year we nyina be support Victor Wusu amenye nanso anye yi na ma tumi no ko lema ho. Rollins be ye cool. Ye beti MPP 1992 he played a very significant role. Ye be starting no free club ni friend Friday club. Omo ye sikafo no mo santimem no mo bua in the formation of the party. Womo ye kwaji a final certificate in July 1992. Bas is a free Kumase eko nkanyina ono haye. E de call ye de baye. Your tea party, uti party we are the kind and say we select your members of parliament. Members of parliament are selecting our Ashanti region and fee any year no or year to 2 years said the bear when she be a emu or the BBR to 2 years and my election. 1992 no two presidential and parliamentary elections near the same day. You two presidential in November na NDC for mu wi abanemu omu sisi yen omu buye kwasia and the Ashanti region there was serious agitation here. For 3 days there was agitation. Abandoned the curfew by so now Mranti and Maba no munti jai. Kopem say Mr. Appiah-Menkah frame meeting on fee. I decided so the ayebia yemanenko. O come home and you won't choose stolen verdict. Ni fee on your ball post said the ayebia yemanenko. No babon tinebe 2 Mranti and Maba for say enye echinanko enranko enenko ani anajo ebibebe bi you should look forward. Sabe, eja bibia to wa. Ye sha ma sumdue ba Kumasi. Sha se to election ya kopem se nyame ya adom 2000. Odi tumi mai between 1982 and 2000 tiana. 2000 member ye chairman no be kase. Oni me greatest advisor. Ana mompiye no ha metu a mene ne nwe no ho ansa na maye. Na me fi se oboa me papa. O kire me nyansa asem bia nsi no ho a e kire me sonam de kotu nanim onya mere mame na aka kire na o se anto entie na nwume fom nyina bra me fie fa wo ye sa kopem se me term of office me 3 terms nyina aso ye ya mankwara do bedi ma de no so obeka the same thing a kire wo chairman Bernard Ntwibosi akọ ono so beka the same asamtro na a kire wo hwe beka na wo twemi no ame na wu na ye start polling station elections. Into regional chairman yes or your press conference. When you invite me could do honor. Na Mr. Appiah-Menkah not a huge no about which the dozen kwa no woman party. This is MPP for your radicasi papa. Me bompaye senya kopon betimi ahye na nan. Na woman baby pantna na dachi anko ma no e be hia e wo so aheme.
I remember him for his truthfulness. Very strong. He's very truthful. If something is true, you can never change him. For that, I think we all ought to learn from him. He was a good advocate. But I personally think that he is a scholar. He should have been lecturing. Not doing the bar, not practicing at the bar, no.
Why is it?
He likes writing, he likes reading, he likes discussing matters. That's what he liked. That's what he liked to do. And therefore, he wrote at least 2-3 books that I know.
Well, as much as I know, he was not too well some months before the sad event. Nevertheless, it was very disheartening because he was one of our senior men, principled, serious about whatever he did. A man who struggled his way abroad and managed doing all manner of odd jobs, at one time including working in a mortuary and so on and so forth, until he obtained a scholarship in the final years to complete law school in Britain. He's a man of determination. If I would have that, he would not even have become a lawyer. He was determined to succeed, and he worked hard and brought home laurels. He was a very, very lovely man. He loved people and people loved him. He was very conciliatory. And anytime there was some problem in the party, it was as if he was being personally attacked. He would do everything he could to resolve the matter. Most often people listened to him, and he was very successful at brokering peace within the NPP. It's one of the areas that we are going to miss him really in. When party politics started in 1992, I saw him regularly in Professor Dubois' house, and he brought loads of money, political organization costs. And some of us who were around the good old prof at that time as younger people, Nana Akufo-Addo, Honorable Malik, and Dambutri, myself and others, will never forget his wonderful contribution by way of ideas, money, contributions, bringing contacts in order to put the NPP back in office as the Dankwa Dombo Busia tradition. Particularly when at that time a number of people wanted to form a party around the movement for justice, People's Movement for Justice. He really spoke against it, having reminded all of us that the mistake of 1979, which resulted in our losing power to the CPP, should never be repeated. Therefore, we would bring out all those who were for the tradition together and form a strong Dankwa Busia Dombo party, which will go by the tenets of democracy and constitutionalism, which the party has stood for from the beginning of time. It was a very, very strong point. Professor Dubois was strongly behind it. He was one of the chief advocates, and a new form of unity really inspired us all, and we continue to work consistently until we won power in 2000.